Yeah, there we are, Steven. I knew that was going to happen. I may have been mistaken about Reese, though. So maybe it's Steven and then Kate.
There's data coming through faster than I can encode it. I've already lost 2 processors. They keep burning out.
Please, I love you. You need to get out of there. It's not safe.
I need you, Steven. I need you here. I can open the gate manually. I can let you in.
It's too dangerous. You don't understand what's happening
No,
out here.
you don't understand. We can solve this. We can find a way. I just need more power. I need to amplify the signal, and I can't do it on my own. You saw the opportunity. You ran the numbers, remember?
We're responsible for all this. You and me.
It's not just you and me anymore, though, is it?
Jesus, Kate, you're trying to talk to it, aren't you? Kate, you can't.
Steven, I have to.
So there's a this is why you talk to your wife, you idiot. Apparently there's a chance that you can stop it, and you decide, oh no, I'm gonna go blow everything up. Steven's... Ugh, whatever. Ah, Steven. I'm liking his character, but... Jeez, man. Think things through a little bit.
Dead. It won't start.
It's only a short walk to the camp. I think we should split up. You go and fetch Rachel. I'll go back to the village and find Evie.
I don't think we should split up.
I don't want to either, Charlie, but we've got to. I'll meet you back at my house later on, okay? We can talk properly then.
Why won't you tell me what happened?
No, actually, you should stay at the camp tonight. Come and find me in the morning. Bring Rachel back. She's going to need her mother.
Meg.
Just take care of her.
Meg!
What is it, Charlie?
Nothing. Just be careful, that's all.
I will, I promise. You as well. I'll see you later on.
Hey, what are you doing, Light? I'm gonna juke you out. Watch it. Ah, God, don't kill me. Alright. You're just sitting there. Like, I'm gonna move on. God, that is bright. Alright, where are we on the map? You are here. Alright, so we're heading into Little Tipworth. Looks like, more of a warehouse sort of place. Maybe a bit more industrial. Oh, I hear a phone. Where is the phone? Down here? There it is.
But why on earth are you there? Why aren't you calling from home?
It's hard to explain. I'm having to move around to follow it. When it finds a suitable host, it begins to amplify. Sorry, I'm not making much sense.
They're talking about flu and a quarantine on the radio, but this... I know you're not that kind of doctor, but it all just sounds really weird.
We don't know exactly what it is yet, but it's got something to do with the other night.
Stephen, your face, the mark, do you think you're infected?
It's not a disease, Lizzie. It's something else. There's something Kate said about patterns. I can't grasp it clearly yet.
Okay, come over. Have some lunch. We can talk properly. Have you spoken with Kate?
She's locked herself in the observatory. She's buried in the data. But it's already out here in the world. I need to see how it adapts.
How what adapts? Stephen, try to explain.
Time's up. Lizzie, listen. Be ready. I need to go. It's moving again. I'll call you later.
You know something I just realized is that I think Reese is actually already gone. I've been talking about Reese a decent bit in the last couple of parts, but I just remembered on the phone in the first part during Jeremy's story, Stephen was on the phone with Reese. Or sort of on the phone with Reese. And that thing was going through the line. and I think it got to him. So I think I was mistaken as to Reese having a part in the main character's sort of perspective. I'm almost certain Kate's going to be the next one. We're probably just going to be going through the observatory. Inside?
Do you think she'll like it?
It's in an awful state, Stephen. I don't
It'll
think
be an
she'll...
adventure. It'll mean putting down roots here, maybe a family.
Are you sure she wants children? What, to stay here? It's not her place, you know.
Don't start that again, please.
I mean, she's ambitious, love, and she's, well, older. She's not going to want to stay cooped up at home looking after the kids.
Is that how you felt about me?
Oh, stop it, Stephen. That's not what I meant, and you know it. I'm just saying you should make a choice. If it's a family you want, well, you know how much Lizzie wants a family.
Jesus, Mum, I didn't come here for marriage guidance. I just asked what you thought about a fucking house.
Stephen Appleton language.
Sorry, it's just that you have to understand, Kate is the most brilliant, extraordinary, wonderful person I've ever known. She's like no one else. The way she looks at things, it's like she has whole worlds inside her head. I don't think you or anyone really understands that.
I guess there's no power in the house. I suppose that would make sense. Oh, we got one. I've been looking for a while.
Physical changes are evident. Although the butterfly burn is now faded, I can clearly see the change in my pores up close. As I record these words, I can feel myself hearing them as if for the first time, as if I'm both speaker and listener simultaneously. I am a scientist. I can only deal with the evidence I have. And this points in one simple direction. It's not in the observatory. It's in me.
Ah. I hear a phone. That's somewhere around here. It's probably inside this house. Maybe not. I'm hearing two phones now. There's one inside that house, and then there's another one over here somewhere. I'm having a really hard time identifying it. Back here? Hello? That thing is losing its mind. Is it in here? Yes, it is. Somewhere. There we are.
No phones, you know the protocol. That doesn't matter now. It's figured out how to circumvent the telecommunications blackout. What? I didn't think it could. Kate understood. She saw how adaptable it was. How smart.
Jesus Christ, you're talking about it like it's alive.
You have to assume that everyone here is infected.
We can't know
We're
that.
infected. It's killed all the birds, and now it's in us. It's trying to leave the valley any way it can. The quarantine is not enough. You've got to remove the carriers. You've got to cut off its energy source, its food.
I've already told you, Stephen, I'm not going to order
You
an
have
airstrike.
to. Now it knows we're onto it. It's going to keep on spreading as fast as it can.
The quarantine and blackout will hold it in check. They've cut all of the phones out of the valley, so it's only you communicating
Aren't
out
you
now.
listening? It's figured out ways around it. Radio waves, something. All of the lines are cut, but the phones are working anyway. You've done all the right things, but it's not enough. You've got to stop it before it adapts again.
Stephen, my family, my wife and kids.
You know perfectly well what you've got to do.
I can't do it. Don't ask me to do it. You're asking me to sign their death warrant, my own family.
Damn it, don't you think I'm aware of that? I'll still be here when you drop the fucking stuff. Don't you lecture me about sacrifice, you spineless little shit. If you're so full of ideas, you come here and try dealing with it. Tell them the time when we had a choice is over. Tell them to do it. You've got to do it now.
Interesting. So this thing is spreading. Like a disease, almost. What I'm curious about is whether or not his hypothesis is actually correct and that it's alive and that it's not just some sort of energy that's moving. None of these doors are going to open. I don't know. Why do I even... Oh, well, this one opened. I don't think it has anything of importance other than drawings by children. Alright. No, actually, I can't open that door, so no reason to try. Okay. I'm hearing it again. It's out this way. Oh, the phone booth. Ah, there we are. A lot more phone calls in this one. And radios and stuff. Like, it's right off the bat. There have been like 3 or 4 so far.
Kate. Kate, can you hear me? Listen, I'm trying to make things right. I've isolated myself. I'm in the old bunker at the substation. Just keep this band clear. If it's still alive, I'll try and check in every hour. Kate, I've convinced them to use the gas. I didn't know how else to stop it. I couldn't save them. Kate, it's in us, too. I've made arrangements for myself after the strike, after I finish the job. You need to think of that, too. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it all.
Want me to go in there, I guess? The Seventh Whistler. This is a bar, I believe. I remember hearing reference to it in Yachtin. Alright, I'm going in.
You look well.
I don't. But thank you. You too. How are you settling in?
Nothing changes around here. I mean, it's great to be back. It still feels like home, I suppose. In a funny kind of way.
It's been a long time, Stephen. Last time you saw me, I could still walk properly.
You look pretty good to me.
Stop it.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry about how things worked out.
Or didn't.
Or didn't, right.
Do you think you made a mistake leaving?
My mum tells me it's never too late to change things. To put things right.
Funny. It's just what she said to me the other day. I have been wondering what she meant by that.
That's embarrassing. Sorry.
Maybe I should go.
Why?
Stephen, we're both married. I don't think this is a good idea.
Then why'd you come? Why'd you show up in the
We're just
first
two old
place?
friends having a drink, that's all.
Lizzie bugs me. Just her, like, feigning ignorance, pretending she doesn't know exactly what she's doing. I'd have to say that, like, honestly, if you really think about it, most of the characters in this game are kind of assholes in some way or another. You know, Steven's just kind of a prick to everyone. Lizzie, you know, is just as big of a prick, but she pretends that she's not. At least Steven knows he's an asshole. Lizzie, like, tries to pretend that she isn't. even though she's committing the exact same crimes that he is. Can't open that. You know, Steven's mom is honestly kind of a piece of shit. Like, Steven's mom, Wendy, is like prodding him and her to both commit adultery for each other, knowing full well it could ruin her son's life. Because Kate doesn't belong here. Got it. I will say I like Jeremy. Jeremy seems like a good dude. The priest, that is. All he really seems to be doing is trying to help people. The entire time, he's just trying to make people feel better. And, so yeah, I definitely like Jeremy. Seems like a good guy. But yeah, out of the 4 point of view characters, maybe kind of Frank. But even he is... I don't know. It's not that I don't like Frank. It's more so that he's just kind of lacking in any sort of identifiable characteristic to me. But yeah, so you had Jeremy, you had Wendy, you have Frank, Lizzie, and really only one of them is somebody that I actually like as a person. And that doesn't necessarily correlate to me not finding them interesting as people. It's just purely, you know, gotta call them out on their shit every once in a while. Ah, another phone. In here? Ah.
It's all over the valley. Don't you get that? This isn't some abstract thing. Whatever came down into the tower has got out. They've quarantined the whole valley.
It's right here in the observatory.
It's out in the world. It's adapting and spreading. Do you understand?
No, we can't turn it away. It's come too far.
Okay, people are disappearing. Shut it down now.
No. If you won't help me, I'll do it on my own. I'm gonna route all the power back through Tower 6.
Kate!
Wait. It's trying to break through again.
Kate! Wait!
To be fair, I'm not exactly certain whose side I'm on in all of this. It seems like Kate just keeps on pushing and pushing, hoping that something is going to work out. And that things are just getting worse the entire time. They're not getting better. She's not fixing anything. More people are just disappearing. And that's all that's happening. But she just keeps on believing that if she just keeps on going, if she just tries a little bit harder, something will happen. And I don't know if I think that's the case. Where's this? I think this is Frank's place. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that this is... Yeah, I just entered Appleton's farm, so I'm gonna go back. Because I'm not supposed to be here. Or don't need to be here, more so. It's still maintaining that kind of lighting on everything, though. Which is not what I was expecting to happen. It's interesting how that works. It's like each place has its own sort of coloring, its own kind of appearance to it. I'm not liking it either. It looks weird out here. I think I'm going to reload the game. Oh, we got some here.
What do you want me to say? You knew what you were getting into.
Really?
Well, I'm sorry we don't measure up to your exacting standards, Dr. Collins. Maybe you just need to give us ordinary humans a break.
What? Ordinary humans like Lizzie Graves? Did you really think that I wouldn't find out? Frank told me. Or did you forget there's one person in this shithole who actually talks to me?
Kate, it was just a drink.
Don't bother, Stephen!
Oh, for Christ's sake. Kate, slow down.
You were engaged to her, Stephen. You nearly married her.
Oh, come on, it was just a drink.
Then why the hell did you lie to me about it?
Because I knew you'd be mad and then it would end up in a row. You wanted to focus on the event tonight.
Oh, so you were actually doing me a favor. Wow, I guess I just forgot to say thank you. Do not treat me like I'm an idiot.
You're overreacting. I know you're stressed.
Just don't. You keep away from me tonight. I'm not gonna let you ruin this for me.
Kate. Kate, come on, this is crazy.
Oh. Looks like she's not too happy. By the way, I decided to go ahead and reload the game just because the coloring and lighting for the area was sort of bothering me because it was pretty obvious that that was not supposed to happen. So, yeah. Oh. Got another one? Where is it? It's in there. Just a matter of how do I get in there. Ah, there we are.
Pressure in my eyes again. I can't move my legs, can't feel my face. When I collapsed, the light was waiting for me there. Caught me, lowered me here. Now it's pooling around my feet, watching me. The printers are spewing out page after page of zeros. It's frightened too. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. I'll look after you. It's alone. It's scared. Oh, it's traveled so far. It's okay. I can help you. We can be together now. 10 seconds to signal fusion. We can be together. 3 seconds. 2.
Yeah, she's lost it. I'm starting to think that when it comes right down to it, that Steven might be right about this whole thing. Even if it is lost, even if it's some sort of creature that just doesn't understand, that's kind of irrelevant. It's killing people. It's taking them away. Needs to be dealt with. Alright, where are we? It doesn't look like it has a "You are here" sign. Oh well. I feel like I'm going about this kind of inefficiently. I should probably follow the road. Honestly. I'm pretty sure that's the bar over there. Yeah, okay. So I don't think I've missed anything since then. Hopefully. What's this building? What is this? Ah. Train. Wait. That's paint? Alright, so Steven's been here at some point. Yeah, there's something around here.
Stephen, I don't know if you'll ever listen to this. Maybe you've decided to stay with Kate, and I can't blame you for that. But I can't wait for you either. I've got to think about the baby. And, well, I should have left a long time ago. I've run out of excuses for not leaving now. But I do love you, Stephen. And I hope you find peace one way or another. Oh, there's planes coming.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Whoa, is that the end of... Is that seriously the end of Stephen's story? Jesus, that was quick. Damn, that only took like 15 minutes. I had to have missed something. Yeah, that couldn't have been it. That's the end for Lizzie. That's terrible, though. That really is terrible. So she almost made it. But the bombs dropped just before she left.
Have they closed the tunnel?
There's no trains. I've put up a sign.
The tunnel, Howard, is it closed?
I think so. I don't like it. It's not right at all.
Stop whining, it doesn't help anyone. Did you know you're bleeding?
Oh, it's this headache. It's just killing me. I haven't had a nosebleed like this since I was a kid.
But you've not been to the village?
No, I've been here the last couple of days, or at home. I've only spoken to Clive at the EMC on the phone. Well, tried to anyway, but with all the crossed lines...
But no direct contact with any other people?
No, no one. What are you talking about? What's going on?
It's the pattern. It's adapted again. It doesn't need direct contact to transfer. It's using the phones.
What do you mean, direct contact? Stephen!
I just thought that when we were watching Lizzie's whole thing, I was thinking, wait, this can't be the end of Stephen's story. It hasn't even been 20 minutes yet. And I guess it wasn't. But, I suppose it sort of was... kind of the cap off to Lizzie's love affair with him. God, that's heartbreaking, though. But when it comes right down to it, it might have been necessary. In all honesty.
This is Catherine Collins, recording for posterity. It's all over. I don't know how long I've got. Whatever he did, whatever the planes were carrying, it's burning my lungs. Probably some kind of nerve agent. I suspect it's only exposure to the pattern that has kept me alive this long. I'm making my way to Tower 6. I'm going to fuse the signals from the optical array. I just hope I can make it.
My only curiosity is, how is Stephen gonna live through this? The way she was talking, it's almost as if the light is protecting her from the gas. At least that's the way it sounds. Where's this phone? I'm hearing it faintly. I'm not entirely certain where it's coming from, though. Maybe it's inside the building. Ah, here we are.
Hello? Hello, is there anyone there? Can anyone hear me? Clive? Clive, it's Stephen Appleton. Are you there? Can you hear me? Over. Come on, Clive, where are you? Damn it. Kate, it's Stephen. Come in Tower 6. Kate, are you there? Kate? Anyone? Hello? Can anyone hear me? This is Dr. Stephen Appleton broadcasting from within the quarantine zone. Can anybody hear me? Over. Oh, God, no. No. Fucking hell, no!
All right. But yeah, the implication I'm getting here is that both Stephen and Kate are immune to whatever the bombs are dropping because of their immense involvement with the light. And that's why he has to arrange for himself and Kate to die separately. What? You caused all this, you piece of shit. This is your fault. What's over here?
Jesus, man, what have you done to your face?
It's nothing. You collecting feed? Looks like the supplies haven't been coming in.
Huh? Again?
The phones are all strange. I can't pinpoint the logic of transmission.
You what? What are you doing with that paint?
Means the EMC are actually moving at the proper speed. Listen, Frank. Have you heard anything on the radio about a flu outbreak?
Doesn't seem much like flu to me.
They're shutting down access to the valley to try and isolate it. No, there's something about the phones. I can't put my finger on it quite yet.
What are you talking about? Hey, I'm still talking to you. Where are you going?
That's what I'm talking about, though. Steven's a dick. Noticing all these dead birds around. Like right here. Also, I figured out how to quote-unquote run. Somebody told me in the comments. I can't remember who you were. I'm sorry. But evidently you're supposed to hold down R2. And the longer you hold it down, the faster you start to go. It's very gradual, which is why I didn't pick up on it at first. So, yeah. Good thing. I'm happy they have that there. Something in here?
You're a daft old bird walking all the way out here for it. You know Charlie would have dropped it off.
What, and have that stinking great lorry of his poisoning my birds? He shouldn't be driving it on these lanes. It's a hazard.
I think he was hoping he could have a word with you about Frank.
There's nothing to say.
Oh, listen, Wendy, they might all be scared of you, but that's not going to work with me. You're 68 years old. Grow up. Talk to Frank.
How dare you speak to me like that? Give me my bird feeder right now.
Promise me you'll drop by and see your brother.
Megan Holloway,
Not a chance. Promise me. It's for your own good, and you know it.
You are a shamelessly manipulative and difficult woman. It's no wonder Charlie adores you so much.
No wonder I do what?
No wonder you never finish what you start. I thought I told you to check the incoming stock orders. Wendy, one bird feeder for you. I'll tell Frank you'll stop by.
Oh!
Charlie, stop mooning around and stick the kettle on. Make yourself useful.
Yeah, Charlie, stop being so useless. I don't think this will be such a great thumbnail, but I'll give it a shot. We'll see. There's a lot of really photogenic areas in this game, but at the same time not great for YouTube thumbnails. Generally you'd like to have like a background with something in the foreground as well. And that's not really an option in this game. But it's better than nothing.
Appleton!
What are you doing here?
You thieving bastard. I knew it was you.
Listen, take everything you need. But then you have to leave. You don't understand. You can't be near me.
Painting these stupid little pictures. Stealing food. You always were a little prick.
Please, every second we're in proximity makes it worse. I'm a primary conduit.
You're a fucking disgrace. Come here!
Don't touch me, get off!
What's going on?
Come in here, Lord,
Jesus,
get over
Sam!
us. Thinking you're so much better
Sam,
than the
leave
three
him.
of us.
No physical
You
contact.
and your stupid fucking missus.
stop
She's
it.
better than any of you.
Sam?
Is he...
Meg, please.
Don't come near me.
Meg!
Charlie!
Meg! Meg, wait!
Don't touch me!
Meg, please, you have to understand, it was an accident! Get off her!
Let go, let's just go.
Charlie, you have to understand, it was an accident.
Just leave him. Leave him.
What have you done, Appleton, you bastard?
Come on, Charlie, let's just
Meg,
get out
Charlie,
of here.
please!
Well, I can't say I'm too surprised. Like, once again, Sam's kind of an asshole. Like, he's always been really aggressive and physical, picking on people that's smaller than him, and just having a really bad anger problem. So, shocker. But, I'm trying to remember who Sam was with. I think that Sam is married to Meg? Isn't that right? And their daughter is Rachel. And Charlie's like a family friend. And what the hell is that? That's weird. So Rachel's dad just died. There's something in there. Wait, can I turn on the light? Nope, the light's on. Okay. That's an odd ring for a phone.
Station Master's house, Howard Lantham speaking. Howard, it's Clive. Clive Smith. I need you to listen to me and not ask questions or interrupt. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can. But why are you calling?
The Emergency Measures Committee is imposing a quarantine around the valley. We've got an influenza outbreak in the village. We're suspending rail services, and we're also going to be shutting down the roads for a bit. You're going to be dealing with some anxious people, Howard, so you need to explain it's all under control, and we'll be back to normal in a few days.
All right.
Open up the emergency store. There's posters and boards, along with a bunch of stuff that hasn't been used since the war. Grab anything you think might be useful. I need you to close up any unoccupied buildings, put posters up, that sort of thing. Make sure everything is all squared away and shipshape. You are a military man, I'm sure you understand that. Everyone doing their bit, following their orders. All right?
All right. I think.
Good man. I knew we could count on you.
Ah, Jesus, Maze. What the hell was that?
Interesting. Alright. I doubt it, but there might be something else in here. I always like to be certain of those things. Yeah, it's weird, though. Like, I thought that in a lot of areas the lights were off, and they're actually on, but it's just still pretty dark. Now, what's this map? I guess it's tracking patterns for the light and where it's going. And obviously, it all stems back to the observation area. Yeah, the door doesn't open. I didn't think it would. Is that blood? Jesus. That is a lot of blood. Whose house is this? It's Howard's. Yeah, because he's the railroad, whatever. I'm blanking out. I can't think of the word. Conductor, I guess? This dude was having troubles. Bleeding more than most of them, actually. Did I not open that door? I guess I didn't. It doesn't really matter. There's nothing in here. I don't think I checked the backyard, so I'll check that real quick. I cannot. It's locked. Damn it. Lock's my one weakness. Can't open that either. I guess there's nothing of importance back there. What? I'm following you. I don't know what you want. Up here? I'm guessing that's where you're gonna head next, right? No, you're going backward. What's over here? Where the fuck are we going, dude? Did I miss something? Alright, buddy, I think actually I am supposed to go back. This might be leading me back to somewhere. So, I'll do that in a second if it's necessary. But I haven't checked out this building up here, though. I'd rather just be certain there's nothing else. Just in case. This might be the dead end, actually. Ah, here we are.
Repeating over and over to myself in the dark. Eating cold food from a can with my fingers. My name is Catherine Collins. I am Catherine Collins. As if I can force the world to acknowledge my existence. Time has ceased to exist in any real terms. I'm reduced to marking out the days on the walls. Like a cave woman.
Yeah, I don't think I can go any further over here. So now I think it's going to lead me back to wherever that goes. Sure seems like it. Okay, you got to stop circling around, though, because that's just going to slow me down. Interesting. What did Steven do exactly? It's more paint. Red light. Underground, really dark. This is definitely not going to be creepy. I guess this is where he went when the bombs dropped.
My dad found a fox. It had been hit by a car and couldn't walk anymore. My mum went spare, of course. Made him keep it in the shed. He was already slipping away from us then. He spent hours with that fox, telling it all about Italy and the villages they bombed there. I was jealous, I think. that the fox got more of my dad than I did. But it was dying, that was clear. So one day, I snuck out, took it a sandwich for food. I was only 8. When it bit me, I remember the anger, the shock, the hurt. Running in, screaming from the garden. My mum panicking about rabies. My dad beat it to death with a spade. Later I found him crying. I'd done it, Ken, son. That's what he said. I'd done it, Ken, it was hurting you. That's just a poor, dumb, dying animal. It doesn't know it's hurting us. Christ help us, it's left the valley. It's everywhere now. It's been 3 hours since the planes went over. I haven't been able to reach anyone on the shortwave. I'm beginning to think I may have made a terrible miscalculation. You understand me, don't you? Well, there's no one left. Just me. You know what this is? What I'm gonna do? You want light? Fine. I'll give you light. After me, there's no one. You'll be all alone again. Forever. Like before. You've taken everyone I've ever loved from me. You've made me do things I never even thought I was capable of. But if you think I'm coming with you... Kate? Wait. Stop. Kate.
This is Catherine Collins. I don't know if anyone will ever hear this. It's all over. I'm the only one left.
Old enough to be able to work on a farm and do stuff like that, but too old for a girl like Rachel, and old enough to where Sam would get pissed if he found out that he was dating her. He stabbed himself in the throat. Like, holy shit.